It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the American League Central, the Cleveland Indians completed a three-game series sweep as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 6-0. It was their fifth straight victory. At the start of the day, the Indians are atop the AL Central, and the Blue Jays sit in third place in the American League East Division. Alexi Amarista had a big fly with 5 driven in, helping lead the Tigers to the win over the Yankees 5-3. As of right now, the Tigers sit in last place in the American League Central Division, and the Yankees are in second place in the AL East. The Angels allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 5-3. Entering the day's action, the Royals sit in fourth place in the American League Central Division, and the Angels sit in second place in the American League West. Robbie Grossman swung the bat well with 3 hits, helping lead the Twins to the win over the White Sox 5-4. Heading into the day, the Twins are in third place in the AL Central, and the White Sox are second in the division. The Phillies brought out the brooms in a 3-game sweep as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 7-3. The win was their 5th straight as a team. In the standings, the Rays are in last place in the AL East, and the Phillies sit in first place in the National League East Division. The Orioles picked up 14 hits in total as they took down the Red Sox on the road 8-2. At the start of the day, the Red Sox sit atop the American League East Division, and the Orioles are third in the division. The Seattle Mariners earned the 3-game series sweep as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 3-2. They now have 5 straight wins. As of right now, the Mariners are in third place in the AL West, while the Athletics are at the bottom of the division. The Astros combined for 4 total home runs as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 9-2. Entering the day's action, the Astros are in first place in the AL West, and the Rangers are 4th in the division. The Miami Marlins knocked out 10 hits as a team as they sank the visiting Buccos 6-5. In the standings, the Marlins are in third place in the NL East, and the Pirates are in 4th place in the NL Central. Max Scherzer got the victory on the mound, throwing 8 strong innings and allowing only 1 earned run as the Nationals took care of the Rockies 4-1. Heading into the day, the Nationals sit in second place in the National League East Division, while the Rockies sit in second place in the National League West Division. The Milwaukee Brewers swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they manhandled the Mets 11-1. At the start of the day, the Mets sit in last place in the National League East, and the Brewers are in first place in the NL Central. The Cubbies completed a 3-game series sweep as they took down the visiting Braves 6-4. Entering the day's action, the Cubs are in second place in the NL Central, while the Braves sit in 4th place in the National League East Division. The St. Louis Cardinals amassed 14 hits in the game as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 8-2. In the standings, the Reds sit in last place in the National League Central Division, and the Cardinals are second in the division. The Dodgers finished off a 3-game sweep as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 3-2. They stayed hot with their 10th in a row. Heading into the day, the Dodgers sit in first place in the National League West Division, and the Diamondbacks are 4th in the division. The Giants completed the long 4-game sweep as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 2-0. As of today, the Padres are in 4th place in the NL West, while the Giants are 3rd in the division. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games. Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. Starting in the AL East, the Kansas City Royals racked up 11 hits as a team as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 4-0. The White Sox hit 3 long balls as they defeated the A's in Oakland 5-2. The Baltimore Orioles went deep 4 times as they took down the Red Sox on the road 8-5. The Yankees sent 3 balls into the seats as they beat the visiting Marlins 4-1. The Tampa Bay Rays grabbed 13 hits in the game as they got the win in a laugher against the Rangers 10-2. The Houston Astros totaled 13 hits as a team as they sank the Mariners 9-2. Jake Arrieta earned the win, his fourth this season, as the Phillies took care of the Braves 1-0. The win was their sixth in a row. The New York Mets pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they bested the visiting Nats 3-1. The Cardinals grabbed 13 hits in the game as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 4-3. The Brewers combined to give up just 5 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 3-1. The Pittsburgh Pirates smacked 15 team hits as they toppled the Rockies 9-3. The Los Angeles Dodgers launched 3 home runs as they made short work of the Padres 12-0. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball.
Tuesday Night Baseball now from the home of the Twins, Target Field in Minneapolis. Continuing the road trip with the first of two between the Cleveland Indians and the Minnesota Twins. The Tribe have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. Michael Pineda, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 9 in his last 3 starts, and he has to do a lot better. This guy isn't that bad of a pitcher, but one of the keys, he needs to start limiting the number of hits and to limit the number of base on balls. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn things around in this one here today.
In now for Cleveland, Francisco Lindor, having a very nice year, currently second in the American League in batting average entering play. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And we are underway from the Twin Cities as the first pitch of the evening is taken for ball 1. Guys, this is a team that's just continued to gain momentum throughout the year. What have been the keys to their success?
Yeah, I don't think we can be surprised. They're on fire right now. Continuing a hot start, Matty, no doubt. They've stayed strong. They've come out of spring training with one goal in mind, and that's to get to the postseason. Strong starting rotation, a lineup that doesn't quit. The guys seem to really rally around each other, and they got one of the strongest bullpens in the game.
2-1 now to the Tribe's leadoff man.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
The 2-1. And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. The 3-1 is in there for a full count now. 3-2.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though. That fastball that's high in the zone.
The 3-2 pitch. Really good at bat here from the leadoff hitter as he'll force him to throw another one. And he lays off ball 4. That's exactly what you want your leadoff man to do. Work the count and get on base.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. And he's been tearing the cover off the ball these past few days, as you see there. Here's the first pitch to him. Changeup in for a strike. Head-to-head against Michael Pineda. He's 1 for 3. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
Nope, that's a ball.
And it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
The 1-1 is in there for the second strike. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Row, you better be up there ready to swing with Ricky Holiday behind the plate, particularly on that high pitch.
Yeah, and I don't like that, Dan. As an offensive player, that's the one pitch that you almost can't get to with a power guy on the mound. I'm okay with you giving a little bit on the corners, but you start giving north, it makes it super tough on the hitters.
The 2-2. Off and running is Lindor. Fouled off. chopped weakly to the left. Reined in. And indeed, he won't look at second. He'll just flip it on over to first to take the sure out. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup and how they continue the winning streak.
A huge key I see for this lineup is they're going to have to make this defense work. They're not afraid to kick a baseball around. If they can put the ball in play and make this defense beat themselves, they don't even have to worry about running into a 3-run homer.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Jose Ramirez. Back on Sunday, he picked up a hit in 5 trips to the plate. First delivery to him on the way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Lindor leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Two and 0 now.
That's a pretty tough spot for him to deal with in the first inning. Runner in scoring position already, and now he's got the 3-hitter salivating in a good hitter's count.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. There's a changeup over the outside corner.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
1 out and a runner on second base. A changeup over the inside corner. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
Here comes the payoff pitch. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Edwin Encarnacion now as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Missed with a slider.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
A ball and 2 strikes.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Ready with another 2-2. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at bat. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance they have to make good contact.
Ball 4.
That's inside. Ball 4.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Here's Michael Brantley, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. He's set. Here it comes. And that misses for ball one.
Hey, if you know an umpire has a tight zone, as a hitter, you tighten your zone as well. No reason to go after the borderline pitches unless you really have to.
Now a hard liner. Foul. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got two guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. The 3-1. And he misses again. Ball four. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
And you can tell by his body language that he's beyond frustrated by that call. He's got to be wondering what he's got to do. But the last thing he needs to do is to let it get under his skin. That will only make things worse.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. He was 1 for 4 in Sunday's affair. First offering on its way. And that misses inside 1-0. The 1-0 home. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0 and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Hey, 2-1. The 2-1 home. Taken, strike 2.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
We can't hear it from here, obviously, but I think someone in the dugout just yelled, "Wear it," because that could have been a run.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Sliced hard but foul. The next 3-2 gets him looking. Strike 3. 3 left for the Indians. It's the Tribe nothing. Twins coming to bat. Back after this on MLB Network. Carlos Carrasco will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty B, we're getting a chance to look at a hot pitcher right here. His last 3 starts, all 3 he's picked up wins. And if he can continue that, he should be on his way to winning his 4th in a row. It'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Here's Byron Buxton now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Byron Buxton.
He's set and the pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Behind 0-2 now. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
1-2, here it comes. And he fouls this one off.
Great job of running that fastball in on his hands right there with 2 strikes. Even though the batter's able to foul that one off, he's set up for almost anything in this pitcher's arsenal.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Twins center fielder.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch in on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
3-2 pitch. And he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
So here's Joe Mauer. Previous battles with Carlos Carrasco, he's got a batting average of .444. He's taken him deep once. Here's a look over to first, and he'll dive back in. First pitch of the at-bat. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Now a quick move here to step off and look the runner back. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Snap throw from the catcher, but he gets dirty and gets back to the bag. The 1-1 is a fastball that misses. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Now the 2-1. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And here's a swing and a miss by Mauer as he's down on strikes for the first out. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matty, Joe Mauer is still a guy you have to be careful with. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
Here's the first pitch to him. A high fastball is in there. Comes set with the 0-1. Snap throw to first. Not in time. Buxton, base runner at first with one out. The 1-1. Now a flare out toward right center. Payne ranging forward. He can't get there as it falls in. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Well, you can't go from first to third much faster than that, and Showtrack is demonstrating just how elite his speed is. There are only a small handful of guys that can get their top speed up into that territory.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. And he just manages to get his hand in. And now he'll step off quickly and look the runner back. Another look to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Here's Miguel Sano. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Runners are at the corners with one man out. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Trying to do way too much up there for what I can tell. He knows that's a big run standing there at third, but that swing was way out of control. You still have to stay within yourself and look for your pitch.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
Runners are at first and third, one away. And the changeup is way low that time.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here. So whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he misses with it, ball 4. So that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks and bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
Up next for Minnesota, Eddie Rosario. Previous battles with Carlos Carrasco, he's 3 for 9. He also has 1 home run. From the stretch, a little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Looking at his career totals, Rosario enters the day with a slugging percentage in the 460s, a number he can be proud of. Rosario behind with an 0-2 count.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. Eddie Rosario becomes the second out of the bottom of the first. The next Twin up, Max Kepler, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Carrasco pauses. Here's the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. Two and two. Full count to Max Kepler. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Logan Morrison would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Another full count pitch home. Hit out towards second. Kipnis showing off his range. On to first, and the Twins are turned away here as the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. An inning in the books. No score on MLB Network. Striding in for the Indians, Norman Hayne. He went 2 for 4 to close out Sunday's series finale. The pitch. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-1 is a ball down and away. Now the 2-1 pitch. Back up the middle. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Stepping into the box, Eric Thames head-to-head against Michael Pineda. He's gone 2 for 6. He's taken him deep once. Here comes the first pitch. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. A 1 count. Here's the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Thames, formerly property of the Milwaukee Brewers. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Pitch out. Nothing doing. The 2-1. Runner goes for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. So he's in safely following the stolen base, and running has been made a priority on this team here in the early going as we view the league leaderboard for team stolen bases. And we find that these guys are currently 4th best in that category in the junior circuit. In there for a called strike. 3-2 now. The 3-2 pitch. Pitch taken for ball 4. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Francisco Mejia. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. From the stretch. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw on to first in time, one away.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. And let's focus our attention on second baseman Brian Dozier. We know what he can do from the offensive standpoint, light tower power. But he doesn't get enough credit for his defense, his ability to manipulate the bag and do all this while his hair never moves.
Digging in to try it again, Francisco Lindor. He drew a base on balls his first time up. First pitch on its way. Lined hard to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. And the second run will score as that makes it a 2-0 ball game.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or eighth in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
Into the box now, Jason Kipnis, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 here in the early going. A fastball that just misses inside. Kipnis bats left but throws right and stands at 5'11". He was taken in the second round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
He's running. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
He picked a good pitch to run on at that time, and it really paid off. A changeup down in the zone is a really tough pitch for the guy behind the plate to catch and throw on, so he didn't stand much of a chance there.
Lindor, the runner at second with one away. A 3-1 pitch is a slider, and he can't pull the trigger. It's 3-2 now.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch, that slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
Here's the payoff pitch. Hit out towards second. Backhanded. And he'll turn and try the jump throw to first. And a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Stepping in now, Jose Ramirez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. A 1 pitch on its way. A ball and a strike. One and two now. The 1-2. This is line to left. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Outside of taking a ball in the seats, Dan, these were my favorite knocks to get. 2 outs, man on third, and you're able to upset that entire team, including that pitcher, with a late 2-out ribby knock.
And so frustrating from a pitcher standpoint, D-Roy. You're in trouble. You're one pitch away from getting out of some trouble. Make one bad pitch, a base hit. The inning continues, and another run batted in.
And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
The count's 1-1.
The 1-1 home is strike 2, swinging.
1 and 2.
The 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Tribe lead this one 3-0. Now it'll be the Minnesota DH, Logan Morrison. Previous battles with Carlos Carrasco, he's gone 3 for 8.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Love jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but this game is far from over. A lot of innings left to be played. He's going to have to continue to execute out on that mound.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. It's a solo home run for Logan Morrison. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Twins are on the board now. It's a 3-1 ball game.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
Batting eighth, the shortstop, Jorge Polanco.
Standing in now, Jorge Polanco as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Here's how the Indians are setting up on Dayton. And manning second base, none other than Jason Kipnis. This guy likes to get dirty. He's also known as one of the best hitting second basemen in the game. Really solid on the defensive side as well.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First offering on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Grounded back up the middle. Lindor has it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Byron Buxton. He drew a walk his first time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Swung on in the dirt. Strike 3. And the throw to first ends the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Michael Brantley reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Down and away, ball 1. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Just a bit low, ball 3. Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2.
I think getting the leadoff man in every inning is important as a pitcher. When you're coming off an inning that you really labored through, it makes all the difference mentally.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let a team answer when your guys just scored a run for you. So he's thinking ground ball right here to try to get a double play and end this threat.
So striding in, Tyler Naquin. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. On its way is pitch number 75. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1.
That's exactly the pitch you don't want to be chasing in these situations. He's going to keep that ball down below the hollow of the knee, try and get you to ground into a double play. You have to set your sights at least belt high.
The 1-1. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Just hung in there on that one. Swing hard liner to left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hard bullet single to left field on a pitch that was kind of middle down in the zone, D-Row, and he's going to have to make some better pitches than that one.
Yeah, if he's going to leave pitches over the heart of the plate, he's going to have a long night. The middle of this order does serious damage.
Into the box, Norman Payne, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The 0-1 pitch. Bunt attempt, but this one might have too much on it. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
The batter, number 7, designated hitter, Eric Thames.
Ready for another chance? Eric Thames. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. And a fastball just a bit high.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider and make him bring up something straight in the strike zone.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
In now, Francisco Mejia, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Polanco is right there. On to first, and the Triber held in check as the inning is over. Indians strand a couple as the lead remains 3-1. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the veteran Joe Mauer settles in to start out the inning. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Line drive to left, and that finds some outfield grass. Hits a base hit. So the Twins put their leadoff hitter on to get the inning started.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Row. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
Hit hard on the ground to short. He's got it. Kipnis on to Encarnacion, and they get them both. A double play.
Really good pitch for the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play.
Here's Miguel Sano. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
First pitch on its way. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. Third inning here. 3-1 our score. On the ground to the right side. Kipnis is there. On to Encarnacion at first, and that ends the inning. Twins are down on 4 pitches. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Francisco Lindor will step in to lead it off for Cleveland. He'll be followed in the order by Jason Kipnis. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will, just to the right of the chalk. A fair ball. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. The baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
Yeah, and you've got to ride these streaks as long as you possibly can, and he's doing that coming in right here. Came into this game on fire with the stick, and he's doing that here.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 0-1. Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
Into the box now, Jose Ramirez, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley in the.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit, and that'll plate the runner from third. As with that, the lead swells to 4-1.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Taylor Rogers answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Edwin Encarnacion now. He swings and grounds it to short. Fielded cleanly. The Dozier for 1. On to first, and how about that? He comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play ball with 1 pitch.
Gotta love that out of your reliever, right? The first batter he faces, he gets to roll over into a double play. Pulled the right string that time, Skip.
Here's Michael Brantley. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. And there's ball 1. Kipnis on third with 2 out. Two balls and a strike. The 2-1 home. Lifted the other way out to left center. Buxton shading to his right, and the inning is over. Indians forced to settle for 1. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Indians on top, 4-1. Striding in once again, Eddie Rosario. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. He's set. Here it comes. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. The 1-2. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch high in the air out to center field. Naquin's under it. One down.
Now batting, right fielder, Max Kepler.
Max Kepler, the next to grab a bat. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1. Ball 2. Kepler, a native of Germany. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. High in the air into shallow left center. Lindor backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him up, but he clearly had it under control.
Stepping in now, Logan Morrison, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the 2nd.
And going back to that previous at-bat when he hit the 2-strike breaking ball for a home run, something tells me that...
And the third baseman is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They trail it 4-1. Digging in and looking for more, Tyler Naquin. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. And he lays off for ball 1. Can't catch the corner away with the fastball. It's 2-1. The 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
Count remains 2-2. Two pitch just missed. Norman Payne will be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Rosario is there. Makes the play. 1 away. Twins are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have. Digging in once again, Norman Payne. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit hard toward the right side. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. Around second now and headed for third. The relay throw. Well, he is in there with a triple.
And that's his first triple of the season. The way he exploded out of the box, you knew he was determined to get to third, and he made it happen.
Into the box, Eric Thames. He swings and grounds it to short. Polanco is there. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Ready once again, Francisco Mejia. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch on its way. Fouled away. 5 runs, 8 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Dozier over to his right, and that's the third out. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Indians 5 and the Twins 1. Coming to the plate now, Jorge Polanco. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And the changeup just missed the inside corner. The 2-0 on the way. That's lifted the other way out to left. Lindor into shallow left. 1 out.
Now batting, catcher.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line to the right side. But that's a foul ball. Here's the 0-1. Just got a piece to the right side, but that one rolls foul. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Now batting.
Here's Byron Buxton now. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
That gets down, and the inning continues.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts. Some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
So here's Joe Mauer. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Carrasco pauses. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. The 1-1 misses for the second ball. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that two-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get a few knots on some people's shins.
Buxton, the runner at first with 2 gone. There goes Buxton. High pop-up. Kipnis is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Twins wind up stranding 1. They're down 5-1. Trevor May is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Trevor May.
Francisco Lindor will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
The 1-0 home is a fastball down below the knees.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1. And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full. Lifted down the line in left. Chasing after it is Rosario, and no one will track it down. Another full count pitch home. Line to shortstop, and there's one away. Digging in and looking for more, Jason Kipnis. Last time through was a base hit. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball 1.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. Hit hard on the ground to short. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his 2nd hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Standing in now, Jose Ramirez. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. 0-1 pitch on its way. On the ground is short. This could be two. Scooped up to second for one. Back to Mauer, but it's not in time, and they'll settle for just the 1 out. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn two.
Yeah, choppers like that make it really tough. You can't make the ball get to you much faster, so the key is making sure you field it cleanly and at least get one, which they did there.
From the belt, the pitch. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And a dive, but he's back. The 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul for the second strike. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Line towards center field. Buxton is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. One left for the Tribe. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Here's Brian Dozier now. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Number 2, Brian Dozier.
First pitch of the at-bat. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
The next 0-2 is looked at for ball 1. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box now, Miguel Sano. Checked to swing there and pops this one up. And this is taken in for the second out. Striding in once again, Eddie Rosario. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. Here's the pitch. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Here he comes again, 1-2. Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Down go the Twins in order. They're down here 5-1. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. 7th inning coming up with the Indians on top. But before we get any further, let's check out our game summary for the first 6 innings.
Now pitching for the Twins, number 57, Ryan Helsley.
Here's Michael Brantley. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Number 23, Michael Brantley.
He's set, and the pitch. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Left side, but well foul. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Now the 2-1 pitch is low and outside for a ball.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Here it comes. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. He'll try it again, 3-2. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. First offering on its way. Missed with a breaking ball. The 1-0 home. Squared that one up just a little late.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out.
Now batting, right fielder, Norman Cain.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Norman Cain. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
1-0 the count. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Popped him up. Sano in foul ground. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Ready once again, Eric Thames. 0 for 2 for him to this point. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Brantley at second with 2 down. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through. A base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Boy, talking about coming up with a big knock. After that pop-up, it looked like the inning was potentially over. Big 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you watch your teammate in front of you miss his pitch. He got a nice pitch to hit right there and pops it up. You could tell he was dejected as he went back to the dugout. All you're trying to do is be a great teammate. Sean Casey always used to say to me, hey, D-Row, mix in a good teammate one time.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Run on 1 hit, no error. Leading off the inning, Max Kepler, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
That's by him for strike 1.
Counts 1-1.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that. That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Logan Morrison is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
Here's the 1-2. Hard hit towards center. Naquin is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Ready for another chance? Jorge Polanco. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Carrasco pauses. 0-1 pitch on its way. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. The next 0-2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. The 0-2 once more. Swing, and he pops him up. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Well, that's just the case, D-Roll. You got to make a little bit better pitches with 2 strikes. Jumps ahead 0-2, and then a couple of foul balls, and on pitch number 5, he squares one up for a base hit.
Yeah, I can't tell you how nice that feels right there. You battle to get and count leverage and fight to get your ace swing off. 0-2, you're almost turned around walking back to your dugout, so that's a nice piece of hitting.
Now a hard liner. Foul. The 1-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. 1 left for Minnesota. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Zach Duke has been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 32, Zach Duke.
Francisco Lindor will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn. Around and bat from the right side of the plate here. First pitch on its way. A swing and a miss at one that almost hit him. Here's the 0-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Rosario is there. He's got it 1 away. And a look there at the starter comparison, telling the story of the ball game. One guy still going and pitching well. The other one long since departed for the showers. First pitch of the at-bat. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. Digging in to try it again, Jose Ramirez. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. First offering on its way. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Kipnis stands at first with 1 out. Slow roller back to the mound. He'll throw back to second to get the out, and that's going to be all they get. Boy, a risky play there, but it pays off. Edwin Encarnacion now. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. And he'll snap one over to first. Runner back standing. From the belt, kicks and deals. Turned on down the line. But a foul ball here, 0-1.
I know he wants that pitch back. He put good wood on that ball. But let's give credit to the pitcher right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Got him a little bit out in front.
6 runs, 10 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now. Throw won't get him. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Michael Brantley. Lifetime numbers against Zach Duke. He's 1 for 5. Here's the first pitch to him. And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate at strike 1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Here now the 2-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. Indians strand a couple. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. Dan Otero is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 61, Dan Otero.
Here's Byron Buxton now. He enters this at-bat 1 for 2 with a walk. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Late that time for a strike.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight. And there are the final numbers for the Indian starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening. Digging in once again, Joe Mauer. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Lifted down the line in left. Brantley on the move. And this will wind up a foul ball. And that one stayed up a little high. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A 2-ball, 1 strike count to the Twins' first baseman. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with. Boy, Dero, anytime a lefty takes that pitch on the outer third and drives it the other way, you have to be awfully impressed.
Yeah, you have to be. It reminds me of Will Clark back in the day taking that ball the other way. You have to be able to play with the whole field to have success in the big leagues.
And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs, but they're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe they can get something started here in this inning.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. I played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter giving that bat away. You chip away and fight until that 27th out is made.
First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a slider.
You can tell he's starting to get frustrated out there. He's not usually used to getting knocked around the yard a little bit, and you can tell he's starting to feel for it.
The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. The 1-1 is a fastball taken high for a ball. Now the 2-1 pitch is looked at for ball 3.
If he concedes the walk here, he's in real trouble of giving up a big inning. It's not all that bad yet, but dealing with the bases loaded will make it pretty tough to wiggle out of.
3-2 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. And the run is in to score from second. That makes it a 6-2 game.
That's the difference in today's games. Pitchers will throw any pitch in any count, but the batter was able to deliver on a 3-2 breaking ball.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. From the stretch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Runners are at the corners with one man out. Swing and a miss for strike one.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your eyes, and you can occasionally do damage with them, but he wasn't able to catch up with that one.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Here's the first pitch to him. Up around the face. Miller has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself, and this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
The 2-1 takes a pitch for strike number 2.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. Twins forced to settle for 1. We've played 8 full. It's the Indians 6 and the Twins 2. Back now in the Twin Cities for production of baseball on MLB Network. Ready for another shot now. Tyler Naquin will start things off in the top of the 9th as they look for a little insurance. This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Digging in the switch hitter, Norman Payne. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. And he lays off there, 1-0. The 1-0. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And it's gone as they add still another. So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Matt. People ask him 50 years from now who he hit it off of and what stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember what kind of pitch it was, too. Hopefully he can get the ball back so that can go in his trophy case forever.
Next for the Indians is the designated hitter, Eric Thames. Lifetime numbers against Zach Duke. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. So 1-1. Hit hard back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. But the Indians add to their lead thanks to this solo home run. Last chance coming up here. Now it will be the Minnesota DH, Logan Morrison. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
The 1-1 is taken high above the zone. Popped him up. Mejia waits on it. 1 out. Up next for Minnesota, Jorge Polanco. Lifetime against Andrew Miller. He's just 1 for 6. First pitch on its way. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. Off speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over.
You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
And this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. The Indians took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Carlos Carrasco earns win number 4 on the season. Michael Pineda worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. Andrew Miller hammers down the 5-out save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.
Final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Cleveland Indians. 7 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 11 men on base. For the Twins, 2 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 11 minutes. A reminder, fans, that additional light rail trains on the Hiawatha Line and Central Corridor are available at the Target Field station located beyond Wright Field on 3rd Avenue.